10 minutes past 8 now on Kiwi.
"いや、どんな仕事をすれば?"
遺体を棺に収める仕事。
遺体って死んだ人のことですか?
Film review today we're looking at is called Departures. It's a new one from coming out of Japan, and John Henderson has got his thoughts on it today. G'day, John.
Yes. Don't be fooled by the Japanese. There's more earthy humour, and I would have to say things that could touch anyone anywhere in the world than you could shake sushi at.
And I wouldn't say don't be put off by Japanese either. I love the language. I mean, not
a lot of people find the language very harsh, a bit like German.
Yeah, I don't get that myself. Yeah, I find
fantastic.
I find it more calming, more peaceful.
What I find about the Japanese language is that its consonants are very similar to Maori, which is quite surprising, but then perhaps there's some ancestry there. However, enough about the language. Let's crack onto the movie.
Yeah.
And what a movie it is. Couldn't believe it. Went along there with an open mind and was absolutely gobsmacked. Let me give you a little bit of a plot synopsis. Young Daigo has bought himself a very expensive cello. He is playing in an orchestra in Tokyo with his beloved wife standing nearby. He promised her he was going to show her the world, which sounded great because he was planning on being a professional musician. Unfortunately, just after he buys this very expensive cello, the orchestra folds. So, tail between his legs, he slinks off back to the family home, dragging his beloved wife with him. And from there, it's not looking too good for him. He's in a heap of debt. So he decides, well, what I'll do is I'll get a job like any normal guy would and do the right thing. So he applies for this job with NK Departures. And he thinks it's a travel agency, but it's not. It's actually dealing with departed, as in dead people.
Right. Lost in translation, kind of.
Yes, that's right. The Japanese got lost in translation.
Yeah.
And at that stage I thought, okay, it's going to be one of those quirky comedies. Like the main actor, Daigo, he's brilliant. He's quite a nice-looking sort of a guy, but he is quite awkward and goofy.
Right.
Tripping over his own feet at times. And I was thinking, it's just going to be a bit of a parody of him in as much as anything else. But it actually gets very, very funny and also very serious and poignant. So he takes this job on. His first task is to perform in this sort of semi-documentary that his new boss is making about how to prepare dead bodies. And he gets through that, but then the next task, his first real job, is dealing with a corpse that has been lying in a rather hot apartment for about 2 weeks, and you can imagine the state it's in. And he comes away from that scrubbing himself for about 3 days on the trot in one of the onsons, one of the big hothouse steam baths. He's just absolutely traumatized, but he starts to get the hang of the job, and everything seems to be going well until everyone starts to find out that he's dealing with dead people. His wife freaks out, heads back to Tokyo, says, I can't believe you're doing this. It's me or the bodies. And at the same time, he's actually realizing that he's quite good at his job, and sure, dealing with the bodies is part of it, but he's also helping a lot of the families who are grieving, because of course everybody tells a story, and some people have died unnatural deaths, they've been in car accidents, all sorts of things. It's really a really good movie. It's put together so well. At times the humour was really needed because it was such a deep subject.
Yeah, so it's a highly accessible movie. It falls in obviously to the foreign category, but you feel it's quite universal in its
absolutely. And look, it took away Best Foreign Movie at the Academy Awards, which amazed me because it was up against things like Slumdog Millionaire, which I thought would have been a shoo-in. And I think Slumdog did win Best Picture, but this came in and it was really flying under the radar. And when I went and saw it, I didn't really know what to expect, but I was absolutely amazed because it is so well done. There's a lot of different themes going on in the movie. Obviously, the theme of death is relevant to every culture.
Yeah.
And what I like about it is his boss. He's got this crusty old boss who's he's got a heart of gold, but he's got a rough exterior. And he has a great line in the movie. He says something like, Hindus, Christians, Muslims, we'll take them all on because everyone has to die, and we'll help them in any way we can. And that was a really, really poignant moment because that's when he started to think, yep, okay, we're actually preparing people for their next life. We're kind of like a gatekeeper to the gateway. It was good, really good film.
And the director, Yojiro Takita.
Good pronunciation there.
He's an experienced chap. He's been making films since 1981.
I didn't know that.
So,
that's fantastic because I don't think he's had the success that he's having with this movie.
Because you find that some Asian directors or even European directors go and cut their teeth in America. And then
John Woo, for example, there.
and then go back and make films back in the homeland and then get notoriety from that. But I don't think he's done that. I'm just looking back through his list of films and nothing sort of stands out from coming from America. So he's actually been plodding away
back home
all this time. So that's quite good. And then this one's broken out.
And this is a very accessible film for everyone. I was trying to box it into a category as I'm wont to do, and I just couldn't place it. I was thinking, gosh, you could take anyone from your grandfather to your girlfriend to your boyfriend to your husband, your wife. Anyone could go to this movie, and if you didn't come away from it with a smile or of having shed a tear, you've got a heart colder than stone.
Cold hard. Hey, thanks.
Cold hard.
Thanks, John. Departures. That's
absolutely wonderful movie. I'm rolling with a 4.5. It's just fantastic.
Very good. All right.
You've been in Japan recently, Wammo.
Oh yeah, a couple of months ago, and I suppose
definitely go and see it just for that because you'll get a lot of Japan flashbacks.
Yeah, which I'm short of at the moment. I need. So thanks for that, John. I'll do that.
Nice one, Wammo.
Cheers. See ya.
See ya.